Hi there everyone, this is Niza for All the Small Things and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be sharing with you tips for incoming senior high school students on their first day of school. These tips are based on my observation as a teacher as I observe my students in school. I have been teaching senior high school for, this would be my fourth school year, this coming school year. So I've been teaching senior high school for 3 years now, and there would be a possibility that you guys would be my students. So see you around. Okay, so let's proceed to the tips. So tip number, just bring a small bag on your first day of school. You would be having a formal discussion yet on the first day of school, or maybe on the first 2 days at least of the beginning of classes. So here, you just have to bring a notebook, a pen, don't forget your registration form, your ID if you already have, and most importantly, please don't forget to bring your LRN or the learner registered number, right? LRN, learner registered number. So your teacher or your advisor would be needing this information on the first day of school. Please also prepare for one-by-one picture because you will be asked by your teacher to provide for 1 or 2. Actually, it would help if you have a collection of one-by-one ID picture, because it will be needed for, seat plan, or, the index cards of your teacher for your attendance. So that's it. Now, tip number 2. Do not impulsively shop for school supplies yet. Maybe do this on the second day or a week after your first week of classes, because during the first week, this is the time that your teachers will be informing you on the things that you need to buy or the things that you need to bring with you to school per subject, unless you will be studying in a school where your teachers or the school has already listed all the things that you will be needing before the start of classes. Like, pag bumili ka na ng mga school supplies, there will be a possibility na ilan sa mga binili mo ay hindi mo talaga magagamit. So make sure na yung bibilhin mo lang ay yung mga sinabi ng mga teachers mo na kailangan mo per subject. That's my tip number 2. And here's tip number 3. It is critical that you attend the first day of classes. Yung iba, ayaw nila umattend ng first day of class kasi alam nila na hindi pa talaga magle-lesson, wala pang lesson during this day. But for me, as a teacher, it is very critical that you attend the first day of school. Why? Because during the first day of school, you'll have a chance to choose for your preferred seat. Okay? I know that there are teachers who plan their seats, but there are also teachers that do not plan the seats of the students. So on the first day of school, pag nag-attend ka na, you will get a chance to choose who you want to sit with. And kasi yung iba nearsighted, yung iba farsighted, so attend the first day of school. Second, you will gain friends as early as the first day of school. Kasi pag nag-attend ka a week after or a day after, you will be anxious na, hala, baka magkakaibigan na yung mga kaklase ko, ako na lang yung walang kaibigan, hindi nila ako kilala. So, di ba, pag nag-attend ka ng first day of school, during the second day, you are more excited to go to school because at least you are already familiar with your classmates and with your teachers. And thirdly, you need to go to school because, on the first day of school, because you want to be an officer. So, usually, selection of classroom officers happen during the first days of school. Okay, so if you want to be an officer, might as well attend the first days of school. It will help your advisor, most importantly. It will help your advisor and your teachers finalize the class list, prepare for seat plans if they need to, and prepare the other documents that the admin are asking from them. So help your teachers. Okay, now we're down to tip number 4. So tip number 4, ito yung isa sa mga kinatatakutan or hindi komportable yung mga estudyante sa part na to. So tip number
4, prepare for your introduction.
It's expected that during the first day of school, you will be introducing yourself. Prepare on how you plan to introduce yourself. Here are the things that I ask my students to provide during introduction. So first, their name, of course, if they are comfortable of stating their age and the city, okay, the city that they're from, the previous school, their junior high school, and also what interests them the most. It's important for me that I ask them what interests them the most, because I prepare my activities based on the interest of my students, and also I get to personalize my teaching to their interests. And it's just fun to know what they are interested with. Kasi doon ko nalalaman na may mga batang sporty, may mga batang mahilig sumayaw, mahilig kumanta, may mga batang tulog lang talaga yung interest nila, kumain, matulog, iba-ibang gusto natin sa buhay, iba-iba yung mga interest natin, and it's just fun to know what their interest. Now, this is the last tip, okay? So, last tip is the most important tips of all the 5 tips. So, number 5, be friendly but not pasikat. Be friendly but do not show off. Okay, do not show off what you are good at. Well, based on my observation, yung mga students ko, iniiwasan nila yung mga classmates nila, mga bida-bida. Bida-bida. And sometimes they call them Jollibee, ganon. So, be friendly but not bida-bida. Ang lilikot ng mga kasama ko. Be friendly. Kasi pagdating mo pa lang sa gate, hindi mo na alam yung gagawin mo, hindi mo na alam kung nasan yung classroom mo, hindi mo alam saan makikita ang 212, kung nasa first floor ba yun. Okay. By the way, the first digit of your room number corresponds to the floor number. So, for example, your room number is room 321, it's on the 3rd floor. If it's room 231, it's on the 2nd floor. If it's room 121, it's on the 1st floor. Remember that, that's how it works. Another is be friendly to the security guards, because later in your journey as a senior high school, you will benefit from being friendly with them. They will not be too strict to you, and they will understand you if there are some unexpected circumstances, like you left your ID, or your dog tore your ID, or your mother threw your ID away because she's very mad at you because you're asking for money every day. So, be friendly. So guys, that's it. That's all my tips for incoming senior high school students on your first day of classes. So, I'm thinking of also creating tips for senior high school students. So like tips and tricks on how to survive in the senior high school, or tips and tricks on how to academically excel in the senior high school. So I'm planning to do this with my students. I want to call up with my students because they are the ones who really experience the senior high school journey. So it would be more realistic if we get it from the previous senior high school students. So I plan to call up with my students. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching my video today, and I hope the tips that I shared with you would really help you on your first day of school. You just have to relax, okay? Relax and enjoy the senior high school journey. We got you. Thank you for watching my vlog, and I hope to see you on my next one. Bye-bye!